Jennifer Lee Levitz, and this is Rose Baker Presents Unleash the Power of Age. We have two guests in the studio today, and I'm excited for you to meet both of them. One of them, the first one, our darling Lucy Sheehan, the Executive Director of the Gloucester Council on Aging, and the other is Mr. David Bergeron. He's the co-owner of Beauport Hearing Care, and David is a certified brain specialist. David, what is a certified brain specialist?
It sounds like a very fancy title, but I'm certified by the American Brain Council to provide general information to people about what's good for your brain. So it's not to treat people or give people specific individual advice, but I can talk in general about the research and the information that's available for people to promote better brain health.
Okay, and what have we got going on that has you teamed up with Rose Baker Senior Center?
Well, we are very excited about our Brain Fitness Fair and Rally. This is going to take place on Thursday, October 18, in the morning from 9:30 to noon. And there's going to be a lot of things going on that day, so we hope everyone comes.
Right. So, Lucy.
Yes. Especially as you age, body systems change.
Right.
So staying active is so important. And the Brain Fair is going to tell you all about what we have for you.
And we already have a lot of programs and situations that are in place already. We're just going to bring them together and have...
We're bringing in an awareness.
There we go.
There's a lot of talk, and there's a lot of information, a lot of articles being published and news stories on television about brain fitness. But the information can be confusing and sorting through the stories, so what do I do? So we wanted, when Lucy and I were talking about this initially, we wanted to do something, not just provide a lot of more talk and a lot more information.
Really?
We wanted to bring a focus to the community and what is in the community already, and to highlight that these opportunities for better brain fitness are there for the taking. And we want to provide a fun event for people to come out and just learn about it and take an opportunity maybe to think about participating in some of these things.
Okay, so I'll throw this out to both of you. So what's going to be fun about this? I mean, there's something you said, David, that I want to clarify for myself, actually. You brought up Alzheimer's. And the way I've been thinking about it, it's not just about Alzheimer's or the dreaded dementia. It's about every day being able to remember where I put my lipstick or where are the keys, or that kind of information. And we're talking about prevention. We're talking about one of the aspects of what's important for people to begin to think about is that this is for all ages. This is not just for older people who want to stay compos mentis. This is for people of all ages to protect their brains and to make their brains develop as well as possible from earliest age.
It's something that even parents of young children should really be thinking about. You know, socialization, good nutrition, good healthy organic foods and things like that. Exercise, make sure people are the kids are active. Really, this is something that concerns everyone. And the earlier start, the sooner you begin practicing a healthy brain lifestyle, the better your chances of having a healthier brain.
I know. I know that at Rose Baker, one of the big themes is socialization. Mm-hmm. Isn't that true? I mean, a lot of the existing programs.
Socialization is a highlight, especially it's a home away from home for many people, and they truly enjoy it. So while they're there socializing, they also take advantage of the programs, what is offered there for them. And so it can be a whole day of just enjoying everything that's there for them.
I know. And it's not just, and while they're having fun, they're all actually getting benefit to their health and their well-being. And it's a very holistic approach. I happen to really be big on holistic approaches.
And that
And-
includes a nutritional
Integrative.
fact.
Sure.
So the fresh salad bar 3 days a week, that is free for everyone of all ages. So even though it is the senior center, it's actually a community center in a lot of ways.
There you go.
because all ages are welcome. And all ages do come to the senior center. And for the younger, nice and fit, Zumba is there every Friday. So, I mean, they're staying fit. So it really is for all ages.
Right.
And it's important for one of the reasons why we're doing the fair is it's important to know the process that your body goes through and what you need to do. And so to be fit and to be ready and to notice changes as we get older and do things that will help lessen the effects of the changes.
Sure.
And so that's what the fair is all about. It's awareness of the programs that are there and to help you to understand why they're so important for you. And that's why David is here with all of his information.
So it's a rally. Not
Rally?
just it's not just a fair. There's going to be a wellness fair. It's not so much a health fair. We're not talking about disease
Oh, thank
prevention
goodness.
so much as we're talking about wellness, promoting wellness, and promoting brain wellness. So our program offerings are going to be organized under 5 areas.
Okay.
We're calling them 5 domains of a lifestyle because there are different sections to your lifestyle. So there'll be programs offered for diet and nutrition. It's very important to think of food as medicine, not just something you eat for energy, but food is really, it's a primary medicine. We'll have programs for exercise and movement because movement is extremely important. You have to do all the components. You can't just do one. It's not enough to eat good, healthy food. You got to exercise too.
You're scaring me, David.
So we're going to have opportunities to learn new things. We've got the memoir program and other programs available for cognitive activities. We'll have social activities, things that are just for fun, to get together to socialize. And then we'll have program suggestions for stress management, because stress is a major problem
Right.
with disease and wellness. So those are the areas.
Okay.
And we're going to have program offerings under all of those areas. And we want people to think about the different areas in their life and what are they doing specifically, to address each of those areas.
I still want to know what's going to be fun about it.
Well, we're going to have food.
Yes.
We'll have music.
Yes.
There'll be lots of company, right? Lots of people there.
Yes.
And new people.
Yes.
And would you like to tell
And prizes.
raffles?
Okay, so there's going to be lots of prizes, all right? And we want people to, after the rally, we want people to meet with the program representatives and talk to them. And we're going to be encouraging people to sign up for follow-up activities. It might be to participate in a singing group. It might be to participate in an art class. It might be to participate in a nutrition program or something along those lines. Or it might be to sign up to have a hearing test. Because hearing care is a really important part of brain fitness, much more than we believed before. There was a study published last year by the Lancet Commission which pointed out that taking care of your hearing is one of the most important things you can do for your brain. You can't participate in exercise and movement activities, you can't participate in socialization, you can't interact with your doctor if you're having difficulty communicating. And good communication is not just about hearing aids. There's social strategies and there are other things you can do. Even your nutrition can affect your hearing. We're finding now that good, healthy diet can prevent future hearing loss.
Wow.
That's good information
Yeah.
for all of us that like to eat sweets all the time.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know anybody like that.
Unfortunately, sugar and sweets are on the no-no list
Right.
now.
So what we're going to do, we're going to have some healthy snacks, healthy, delicious snacks. You know, people think of health food as yucky tasting and boring, but we'll have some examples of good, healthy snacks. And of course, it's on a Thursday, and Thursday is one of our soup and salad days. So everyone who comes any day, but especially on the Brain Fitness Fair Rally Day, there will be soup and salad bar available to anybody who comes starting at 11:30. And that certainly is a healthy way to eat for your brain and the rest of your body.
Come to the Rose Baker Senior Center. We have it all for you.
Whether you're a senior or not. David, I just want to go back a little, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Could you tell us a little more about being a certified brain specialist and just about yourself? You know, people know you're from Beauport Hearing Care, but there are things that you told me today about what you used to do and what you've been. That sort of it sort of broaden the picture and a little more like,
Sure.
This is somebody who's drawing from several areas.
Yeah, there's a broader, deeper mission
Well,
behind it.
Let's hear some of your past first.
All right,
Let's hear about your past.
All right. About 20 years ago, I worked with Senator Kennedy
Yep.
and the Archdiocese to put together a model health insurance program, a health care program, which became the pilot that the Massachusetts used to develop their healthcare reform program. Naturally, you know, when I saw what we originally did 20 years ago in the fishery, and I look at what's evolved since then, it's quite different from what we had originally modeled. And the thing that made it so successful at the very early stage, and a lot of people got a lot healthier because of the program, was because of the grassroots integration. You know, it was truly a bottom-up effort. And we were lucky enough to have someone like Senator Kennedy, you know, help us to get the funding we needed to do it. But it really was the integration with the community and that grassroots involvement right from the beginning that was so critical. And that has never left me. And now moving on to this hearing healthcare piece, hearing healthcare is also needs a community approach. You know, if somebody's having difficulty hearing, well, a hearing aid might help them, usually does, but there's a lot more you can do to improve your hearing.
Right.
And that requires the cooperation of family members and other people that you're with. So it's a community this community dimension, I think, is very important.
If you don't mind me following up on the community dimension, how many communities have the kind of involvement that we have in Gloucester? I mean, they're from the mayor's office and from many of the organizations and bureaus in town. Everybody is getting involved in this kind of health. Everybody is beginning to watch out for each other. And everybody is beginning to get on board for this kind of work to be done.
I think we're fortunate in the city of Gloucester because we do have city administration and city officials that work together, and they work for the people, for the betterment of Gloucester, for the betterment of the people, and they do everything they can. And at the Council on Aging, we are a city department of the city of Gloucester, and they support us in all that we do and all that we bring, and they just can't do enough. So I would say that we are fortunate to have that support.
I think this is a great follow-up on the health fair. The safety fair that is taking place in September through Triad and the programs that are being developed through that avenue and the mayor's office. I think that this is a nice next step to bring people into the picture further for themselves. I guess what I'm trying to say is the awareness that was created by the safety fair lets people know that they have officials who are backing them up, and there's systems in place. But the people have to do it themselves. You have to put your own numbers on your house, or so you can get someone to do it, but you have to be in charge of having numbers on your house. You are better off if you have your records and information available so that people can help you. And I think it's that kind of it's another step in that momentum of having people take responsibility for their own well-being. And by being responsible for your own brain health, and realizing, I think that it's a good step, and I think that this fair and the proposed components will help people understand what goes into having a healthy brain, and just where you can start doing something on your own. The days of having doctor take care of me aren't there anymore.
No.
This is the new age, literally, is that we have to be responsible for ourselves. You know, Lucy would know this. Don't older people want to have their independence and their own lives?
Most definitely they do. They want to stay at home, and they want to be active. And the safety fair was a wonderful fair. The Gloucester Police Department, the Gloucester Fire Department, the Sheriff's Department, all involved, and many of the city agencies, Board of Health and whatnot. And the safety fair alerted people to all the services that are available for them, and they're there. And the Brain Fitness Fair is to let you know what you can do to keep your body healthy.
Right.
So it was safety, and we had a health fair in the middle of the summer, and we had a safety fair. Now we're doing the Brain Fitness Fair, and we're hoping that you all come and take advantage of this wonderful program and the efforts that are going into it for your benefit, and join our staff and David and Jennifer, and I think you'll really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's a place, you know, the center and the programs that we're going to be featuring, it's a place where people are going to be able to talk to each other and give support to one another. Okay, what have you been eating this week? You know, what did you find, and where did you find something that was particularly delicious, and that it was really good for you? So people can give each other tips. They can share the challenges that they have, and find out from their new friends. We want people to make new friends. Find out from your new friends how they addressed certain things,
Right.
and that was successful for them. I think we're going to need to really rely on each other more than we've thought with regards to our future wellness and health, as to what's good, and get that support and that encouragement from someone else that's facing the same kind of questions and wants to achieve the same kind of success.
I think we've covered all the main points. I just want to make sure that we say again that this is a fun brain fitness fair. This is to learn that, you know, when you play Scrabble, when you play cribbage, when you're playing cards of any kind, this is brain fitness. And bingo! Who knew? Bingo is good for your brain.
Definitely is when you're playing with 15 cards.
I can't
And remembering.
imagine playing with 15 cards, and they go zoom, 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 and they're doing that. And that's good for your brain. So especially I want to see you bingo people at the fitness fair.
Yeah.
And we'll have a special, I have an idea. Maybe we'll go the day before to bingo, and everybody at bingo will get a special chit. And if they come to the fair the next day, only bingo people will be able to get this one particular prize. What do you think?
Sounds like a
A great idea.
Okay.
We love
so-
these new ideas.
Just remember, everything's connected. Comes from the brain.
Thank you both
Makes
for being
everything
here.
work.
Thank you for bringing this idea, David, to Lucy and to the
a
Senior
privilege.
Center, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. I really appreciate Lucy and all she does, and her staff has just been great.
I know.
And they do so much. It really is unbelievable.
Well,
And,
Another thing that goes from the head down. So much. I've never seen them so excited about something. Everybody is coming up with their own ideas, and it's
Right.
really cooking.
Yes, everyone is working for this.
Yeah,
be
we're hoping this is
successful.
the beginning of something. It's not just an event. We're beginning
I know.
a lot of things.
We didn't call it the first annual, but hopefully it will be the first annual.
Right.
Okay. I think that's our time now. Thank you so much, both of you.
And thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Hi, my name is Pat Doucette, and my story is about I grew up in Wakefield with horses, and when I moved to Gloucester in the early 70s, I brought a horse with me and had to board him out, and I boarded him in Hamilton. I was there every day mucking out stalls. And the owner, Mike Carter, he's on Cutler Ave in Hamilton, was boarding Secretariat. And at the time, I didn't know it. So Mike told me one day, he says, I've got a great horse for you to exercise. So they saddled him up, put me up on him, and told me just to go around the paddock and use the crop to keep him going. Well, we went around the paddock about 5 times, and all of a sudden, he went down the middle of the paddock, and he was bucking from one end of the paddock to the other end. I yelled at Mike, and I was swearing to myself at the time. I yelled at Mike, and I asked him, I said, what are you doing to me? And he says, I told you to use the crop. He said, bring him over here. So I rode to the gate, got off, and Mike said, you just rode Secretariat. And I was thrilled. He was 17 hands high, a big horse, and luckily I have never gone off a horse. And looking at the ground while he was bucking, I definitely knew I wasn't going on the ground. It was such a thrill to be up on him. And I've never ridden a horse like him after that.